AI is also something that human beings have developed, right? Every time we're curating all the content that we receive from across the country, it overwhelms me. Vasudeva Kutumbakam. That is what essentially what a leader is. There is so much possibility that can happen. Maybe intergalactic travel without human beings.
Welcome to ValueMetrics.tv, powered by ValueMetrics.ai, where we speak to revolutionary leaders who are transforming the entrepreneurial landscape of the country. Welcome, Suparnaa. It's a pleasure to have you with us today. And before we begin, we would love for you to introduce yourself to our viewers.
Thank you so much, Pooja, for the opportunity. I'm grateful for you having chosen me to be on your podcast, and I would love to share my experience both as an entrepreneur as well as working in the development field with you, especially in the age of AI.
Beautiful, beautiful. The first question that our viewers would love to know is what is Sabera?
So, Sabera essentially is an acronym. It stands for Social and Business Enterprise Responsible Awards. And colloquially, it also means a new dawn. Sabera came into existence after me being with the media for almost 2 decades and realizing that the media focuses only on TRPs and numbers, and in the process it tends to lose out on actual good content. It has also built a very negative narrative for the country. If we don't create these alternative platforms, then we can be in very serious trouble.
I think that's a fantastic thought. Have you ever found it hard to find good content?
This country has so much diversity, it has so much culture, it is so rich with ancient wisdom that we are all somewhere or the other, whether we consciously accept it or not, but we have that deep rooted within our psyche. Whether it be a simple act of probably saving the packet that comes into the house. All of us have those packets lying around either in the kitchen or somewhere in the balcony where we're going to reuse it. Down south, there are banana leaves on which food is served. Every time we're curating all the content that we receive from across the country, it overwhelms me and it reinforces the belief why I'm doing Sabera.
Oh my God, that is so inspirational. If you try to find good stories, it's not that tough to find them. Can you share your thoughts in the space that how do you think spirituality makes us a better leader, or what role does it play in leadership?
A leader can be fulfilled once he or she actually takes care of that entire group of people that he or she is responsible for. Their welfare, their fulfillment, enhancement, their empowerment. And that is what essentially what a leader is. And that, if you see, is what spirituality is. Vasudeva Kutumbakam.
What a refreshing thought. What a refreshing thought. Where do you see the AI negatively or positively impacting the organizational values that we see today and that have been passed on to us since the beginning?
AI is also something that human beings have developed, right? Now, the problem arises is when that creation is used not for the benefit of the larger good. Maybe intergalactic travel without human beings, trying to get information from various planets, and there is so much possibility that can happen if AI were to be tested on, say, for example, hiring people for a senior role, then more often than not, the situation that we're already struggling with a lot less women in senior leadership positions, that gets more accentuated. Ultimately, we have to realize the machines will work only on what they are being designed to do. I don't see AI to work independently without the interference or the discretion of human beings.
It's very interesting. You touched upon some really grassroots level problems as well, specifically when it comes to the values. Do you see the cultural and value driven implications of AI, and whether AI can be used to alter that as well?
But I definitely resonate what you're talking about in terms of social media and the algorithms that they're throwing up. The lines are getting blurred as to what is socially acceptable and what there needs to be a little amount of discretion. If my daughter would be on the platform just to garner likes, garner more followers, I think some of the platforms are basically focusing only on how much skin you can show. And I'm sorry to say it out loud like it is. Maybe a lot of people would say it, but that's true. It is leading to a lot of mental health issues and emotional stability issues. You know, smoking is considered cool, or doing drugs is considered cool. All of this is endorsed by the social media as well now. So there must be something wrong which is happening.
Do you think that even in the organizational landscape as well, the way we measure success of an organization and the way we measure the effectiveness of an organization has also been skewed to mere numbers, specifically you as Sabera? Do you just rely on numbers, or there's more to your process to recognize the good that's happening in the organization?
Sabera takes into perspective sectorial information and knowledge of leaders, subject experts as well, and then takes a collective informed decision about yes, this company or this initiative is actually doing something to create an impact in its circle of influence. So that's where Sabera comes into the picture. Even in environment and social impact, maybe you can still identify numbers and put in a certain data. But when it comes to governance and corporate governance, what is your vision and mission statement? How are you going to categorize that in terms of numbers? So it becomes increasingly important to have leaders who can walk that talk.
I would love to know that if there's any success story where you've seen an organization's commitment to its values that have led to significant positive outcomes, whether in terms of the market share or employee happiness, social impact in any way or the other.
We are very focused on why we're doing Sabera, how we do it, what we do. We do events, we do interviews, we acknowledge, large companies, small companies, we popularize their content. But why we're doing it? We want to build a positive narrative for the country. We want to celebrate goodness. We want to show that India has, immense and more number of individuals, organizations, non-profits that are aligned to the sustainable development of the country. And that's what a buy in is for us as well. So, money is not really the ultimate driving force. Celebrating goodness, of seeing the kind of work that the country is doing, we take pride in the fact that contributed a little bit, even if it's an iota, in building a positive narrative for the country. So, that's what it is.
Wow. So, just building onto that beautiful thought process that you just showcased, and also adding your own experience from Sabera on how you're recognizing the good in the organizations, how do you really see the evolution of this workplace happening and the evolution of these value system happening in future?
We're evolving as we speak, so it's difficult to envisage as to how it is going to be in the future. While workplaces and organizations may become efficient using AI or machine learning, but there also has to be a humane and a human value system instilled in either upskilling, reskilling, or actually looking after the workforce, which may not be adept to that efficient workplace.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, Suparna. We are so, so grateful that you took out time for valuemetrics.tv. It's been a pleasure having you here. Thank you.
Thank you, Pooja. You are an example of doing the good work that you're doing. So I am really, really hopeful that we are going to have that bright future, a new dawn, the new Sabera.